What's going on? It's Young Larry, aka the motherfucking L God. And we are here today. Album review. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. This Unruly Mess I've Made. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, if you were unfamiliar, for whatever reason, Seattle, Washington rappers, came out some time ago, had a real big pop boom with the whole Same Love and Thrift Shop and etc, etc. You know, sort of like the, not Public Enemy #1 of the rap game, but kind of like that guy who's like, alright, I see you, I don't trust you, but I see you, young blood. I see you. Macklemore takes like a bit of a 3-year hiatus. Apparently in those 3 years had a little bit of a backslide into some drugs, alcohol things. Seems to be not doing too bad right now. Homie is not gets talked about on the album, but he seems to be in a good spot. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis have been a pretty consistent duo musically, and as much shade as I threw when homie first came out, I had listened to him a little bit before he hit his pop boom, and I'm like, this kid is nice. Once he hit the pop boom, like everything popped, it just kind of corrupted and just made it, you know, I couldn't fuck with him. But past all that, Macklemore makes some really good music, and it's in part to Ryan Lewis, but also in part to the fact that he is a student of the game in a landscape and a culture where being a student is not really something that's applauded too often or really happens. So despite the fact that there is something about him I don't particularly care for, he is a student and I have to respect that. But going into the album, this Unruly Mess I've Made, I believe 13 tracks long, not too bad, pretty good length. And it starts off with Light Tunnels. Basically is like he's getting some of it out the way early, you know, what's been going on and what's going on in the music industry, and basically, you know, these various different avenues he's been going down as he's sort of discovering and dealing with his success. Dealing with success, very big topic this year, but you know, whatever. Going forward, features on this album. And for a lot of young cats, bear with me because you may not know a lot of these names. Kumo D, KRS-One, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Caz, Grandmaster Flash, I believe. A lot of newer cats, Chance the Rapper, Ed Sheeran, YG, a fellow named XP. Not sure who that is, but he is on here as well. And throughout this project, it really is, it flows really nice. Ryan Lewis does a marvelous job with the production. Buckshot is probably one of my favorite songs next to Need to Know with Chance the Rapper. Chance, another fire burst, fiery year going on for him right now. And he has a song called St. Ides. If you don't know, St. Ides is an alcoholic beverage of beer. And it kind of talks about, you know, how he would do if he was still drinking, and how drinking sort of helped him cope with certain things, but is also a very dangerous thing. Drink responsibly, please. It's very bad for you. We don't support, at the Other Name Music Show, we do not support alcoholism, and you know, we understand it is a disease. And if you are struggling out there, we want you to get help. It's very important. But moving forward, things I did not like, and of course they are the very poppy elements of this project, which have to be there because that's just Macklemore's sound, fan base, that's his sound right now. But obviously Downtown with all those legends on it, and when you first heard about Downtown coming out, it was kind of like, oh snap, Grandmaster Caz, Melly Mel, Kumo D, all these people, it's gonna be mad bars everywhere. Not really, son. My man's talking about going down and getting a deal on a fucking moped and just dancing up and down downtown, and your legends are just kind of riding on mopeds, just adding sparse vocals and shit. I'm just like, oh, that's what all this hype was about? Legends not even doing a hook, just like what are basically ad-libs? But yeah, he gets all this credit because Big Daddy Kane was on this man's nuts for a minute about how he's paying respect to this artist and that artist, and that's probably just an age thing, but come on, yo, you're not about to sit here and lie to me that song is nice. It's not. It's a very trash-ass song. Another song that follows in that same vein, Dance Off on this album, yeah, could do without it. I was hitting a nice little vibe, you know, until I hit Dance Off and just like, no. And I was having a conversation with a friend and we hit this song, and it's called Let's Eat. Probably the most suburban white kid moment on this whole album, as he wakes up, feeds his cat, and walks to the corner store. And it's just like, you know, this song is kind of funny. It's pretty bad, but you know, it's kind of funny just for how extremely white it is. And then the album ends with White Privilege 2. Follow up to the original White Privilege he did many years ago. And it's basically an explosion and a flood and a fucking Noah's Ark sea of white guilt. And it's basically just like, you know, why am I here? I don't know if they trust me. Do I even open my fucking mouth about something? Etc. The traditional thought patterns of a white person trying to do good when faced with all of the negativity that surrounds things that don't really affect them. Mainly, you know, certain aspects of police brutality, poverty, and living and things of that nature. It is okay to be a part of it. It is okay to feel some kind of way and be a little conflicted. But yo, if you're there to do good, you're there to do good. As long as you do good, you'll be alright. And that's Macklemore's issue. I respect him bringing attention to certain things in hip-hop that may not see, or rather, bringing attention to things in hip-hop for his fan base that may not be seen by that same audience with other artists. But he's gotta ease up just a little bit. Once Macklemore gets past the white guilt and gets past like all that heavy shit inside about, you know, what the fuck am I doing here and what am I giving back to the community, I'm happy you're asking yourself these questions. But yo, finesse it a little better. Dare I say, dress it up. You don't have to just spew fucking just all over the place. Tone it down just a tad. Slide it in from song to song. You'll be okay. I respect what you got going on, but tone it down just a little bit. Just a smidge. This unruly mess I've made, I would say download it. Download it, give it a listen, stream it if you will, see how you feel. Sonically, it's a very pleasing album. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis did a very good job. I believe that one Buckshot I was talking about earlier is actually produced by DJ Premier, and it's my favorite song on the album. And that's a testament to, I believe, what is a known thing with certain rappers, certain artists. Get away from your homegrown producer. As well as they're doing, music-wise, maybe Macklemore should take a small hiatus from Ryan Lewis and let that man go do all other kinds of production, and Macklemore hop on some of these other cats. You know, maybe some more DJ Premier, some Just Blaze. Dare I say some Metro Boomin? Maybe, perhaps, I don't know. Macklemore Metro Boomin sounds kind of fucking weird, but it's a possibility. Get out your comfort zone, Macklemore, and you'll be just fine. This has been Young Larry, aka the motherfucking L God, and the Unnamed Music Show. Follow us, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, the whole nine. If you do not agree with what I'm saying, you don't like what I'm saying, let me know. I'm here for conversation. But until next time, been Young Larry here, motherfucking L God. Hold that out.